Hello children, how are you all? Welcome back to my channel. Hope you people are doing well. Okay. In the last video we have seen about the nutrition, isn't it? And what we are going to see in this video? Yes, before that we are going to subscribe and share my channel. Okay. Now come let's go. Before starting what we will do as usual, there will be a brain gym. Come let's do the brain gym. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So, digestion is one among the life processes, children. Okay, so today in this video, we are going to see about the nutrition in human beings. Just recollect the structure of alimentary canal, which we have read already in our class 7 itself. Yes, and tell all the parts which you remember. The alimentary canal starts from the mouth and ends in the anus. So it is a continuous path, we can say, and this digestive system is the only organ system which is continuous from the mouth till the anus. Okay, so now our digestive system starts with the mouth, and then it has an esophagus, and it has the C-shaped stomach, and it also contains a liver, which is a major organ in the living organism, and it also has a gallbladder inside that. And then the stomach is continuous with the duodenum, and it also has the jejunum and the ileum. And then, if you see below the stomach, you have the pancreas, and this stomach is continuous and it has a sphincter in between, and that leads into the small intestine, and it's a highly coiled structure, the small intestine. And not only that, this small intestine is again continuous with the large intestine. If you look at this, you will understand. And finally, this large intestine is end up with the anus. Okay, so we can say that alimentary canal is a long tube which has different parts. So those different parts will perform different functions. Yes, so food has to be processed here. Yes, to generate the particles which are very small and are of same texture. Why should the food has to be broken down into very small? Because only it has been broken down into small pieces, all the nutrients will be absorbed properly, and all the cells in the living organisms in the living system will get the energy. That's why it has to be broken down or processed, we can say, to generate the small particles and of same structure. Okay, so human alimentary canal starts from the mouth and ends in the anus. So if you see the digestion in the mouth, no, the food mixes with the saliva, which is being secreted by the salivary glands in the mouth. The salivary glands, no, they secrete the salivary amylase enzyme. So this enzyme will convert the starch substances which present in the food which we eat in the mouth itself into simple sugar. So the salivary amylase is a biocatalyst. Biocatalyst means they are the substances which will enhance the reaction to give the product easily. That's why the starch will be converted into simple sugar. The simple sugar is the glucose. Then the food passes through the esophagus, isn't it? From the mouth, the chewed food which has been mixed with the saliva, it passes through the esophagus. What is the movement here? It is the rhythmic movement called the peristaltic movement. Yes. So now the food will enter into the stomach. So here the digestion will be carried on by the gastric glands. So these gastric glands will secrete the hydrochloric acid, pepsin and the mucus. So what is the function of mucus? Will protect the stomach from the secretions of hydrochloric acid, and then the pepsin will act on the proteins. They will convert them into amino acids. So this pepsin will be activated by the hydrochloric acid, because this hydrochloric acid only will enhances the activity of the pepsinogen. So this pepsinogen will be converted into pepsin, and this pepsin will act on the proteins and then be converted into amino acids. This is about the digestion in the stomach. Next, the digestion in the small intestine. So, in fact, here it is the place where the complete digestion of carbohydrates, glucose, and the proteins will take place, children. So, carbohydrate digestion already has occurred in the mouth itself with the help of the enzyme salivary amylase. Now, in the small intestine, the lipase and the trypsin will act on the proteins and the lipids, that is fats. So, fats and the protein digestion will take place completely in the small intestine. So, and before that, the pancreatic secretions and the liver and the gallbladder secretions will come and play role here. Okay, so what will happen here? So here the gallbladder will secrete the bile salts. So these bile salts only will act on the large fat globules. They convert them into small fatty substances. So this process is also known as emulsification. This you will be learning in your chemistry. The pancreatic enzymes like lipase, no, it will act on the fatty substances. It will convert them into small fatty acids and glycerol. That's the lipase work. And then the trypsin will act on the proteins again in the small intestine and then convert them into small amino acids. This is the role of lipase and the trypsin, children. Understood? Hence, the macromolecules such as carbohydrates are connected to simple sugar, and then proteins are connected to amino acids, and the fats are connected to fatty acids and glycerol. And like vitamins and minerals also help in the nutrition process. Thus, it is about the nutrition in human beings. So now the undigested food, the unabsorbed food, no, where they will go? They will go into the large intestine, and before that in the small intestine itself you have the small finger like projections called the villi. So this villi only will absorb all the nutrients from the digested food. So digestion is followed by absorption, and then absorption is followed by assimilation. What is assimilation? Assimilation is the giving the digested nutrients, absorbed nutrients to various living parts of the body. So here the villi will play the role, children, performing metabolic pathways, and then defense mechanism, growth and development, like that various mechanism like reproduction, excretion, everything, all this needs the nutrients. So this villi only will do this function, children. Finally, the unabsorbed food, undigested food will enter into the large intestine. Here again, some of the villi are there. They will perform the absorption of the water and other required substances from the unabsorbed food. And finally, your solid matter, solid fecal matter will be excreted through the anus. That there also there will be a sphincter will be there. So this sphincter only will control the process of contraction and relaxation of the anus. Okay, children, all the concepts are very clear in digestion, I think. If you have any doubts, please comment me and share and subscribe. And then, if you have any doubts in the chemistry concepts in your class 10, please mail me. I have shared my mail ID also. It's a paid coaching, children.